Okay, this is end of day trading with OILU, which is an ETF. I'm kind of looking at ETFs as opposed to individual stocks because I think that ETFs are not susceptible to like individual news or dividends or earnings that a stock might have or other weird things. Because it's an ETF is like really composed of several different stocks. Anyways, this is OILU, which obviously it's oil stock. Anyways, so this is my program. This is for end of day trading, and it looks really cool, promising. Basically, what this program says is you look at this part here, 4 of 5 of a possible 4. This is for ups or longs. This table here is for downs or shorts, and it's 5 of 7 of a possible. 5 of 7, and this number here is 6, and the number 2 over here is important. What it's saying is that there's like 10 indicators that I use to develop this program, and at any one candle, the most you'll see is 2 indicators voting for it, for an up, and for a down or a short, you can see up to 6 indicators. Ideally, you'd want something that would have 6 and 6 or 10 and 10. I've never seen a 10 and 10, but there aren't as many ETFs. I'm not real familiar with them, so this video is on talking about the case where you have this number 2, which is not ideal, and this 2 and this 6 are talking about something called any. You see there's 3 categories: any, largest, and first. Really, you'll have to look at an earlier video that I have and see the differences, but it's the first bar or the largest bar in the first hour. Okay. I'm not going to go over this again, this table. I've done it several times. But basically, I'm looking at the end of the day. And so this dashed line here, this dashed line here, this dashed line here. What I've done is shown, 8 or 9 days of data, and I've just done screen grabs for it. And so you look at, I usually trade so this is 5-minute candles. This is a candle, and 5 minutes later you have another candle. And it's the end of the day, you have to make up your mind and trade. There's not enough time to look at the last candle of the day, so my strategy is looking at second to last candle of the day and seeing what the data is. In this case, it's 0 up. The one above here, there's 2 numbers, an upper and a lower. The lower represents a short or a down, and the upper one represents upper or long. You can see none of my indicators, 0 say I think it's going to go up, and 3 say it's going down. That's referring to these guys here. Down here, I show all 6. It's really hard to explain, okay? But basically, red and yellow means short it. Green over here would mean like long it, or it's going to go up. So at the second last candle day, you got a yellow and a red. So all the indications say it's going to go down, short it. And over here, 3 indicators say going down and 0 up. So it's going to go down. Boom. And it did go down. In this case, it went from like 29 point roughly 8 down to 28.8, $1. And the stock's selling for roughly $30 a share. So it went down at $1 over $30. That's roughly 3%. So if you took this trade, it spiked downwards. It actually gapped downwards 3%. So you would have made 3%. The next day is similar, but the numbers are better. 0 out of 5. 0 indicators say go up, 5 indicators say go down. All the indicators down here are all red, solid red. It's saying go down, so you'd short it. In this case, it went 31.2, so it went down about $2. You would have gained about $2 per share, costing $30 per share. You'd have made 6%. That's really good. The next day is all green. See, it's got green, 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 green. Oh, there's a little yellow down here. And over here, it's 2 for 2. 2 say go up, 2 say go down. Remember, as far as the ups go, the largest number is 2. So this is the largest number here. And the lower number is 2, but the largest, lowest number is 6. So even though this is 2 and 2, this 2 here is only 2, but out of the highest number is 6. But the upper one is 2, and the highest number is 2. So, and again, all the bottom ones down here are also, all these little dots are also almost all green except for this little one here. So this prediction is to go up. And here's the dashed line. It went from here, which is 24, up to there, which is like, well, 25 and a half. So a dollar and a half. 1.5 over 30, about 4.5%. It's really good. Next day, 0.2. There's 2 yellows. It predicts it's going to go down. And, oh, I didn't put any numbers down here, but let's see. 25 and a half. And this went down to 21 and a half. Wow, you made 4 out of... Man, that would have probably been like 4 out of 20. 4 out of 25. At least 8%, if not more. That would have 8% to 10% day. Next day, you see over here, you got a green and 2 yellows. So it's mixed signals. I wouldn't trade it. And up here you have a 1 and 2. So it's mixed signal. It actually went up, but I wouldn't have traded that day. The next day over here, again you have 1 green and 2 yellows and a red. So it seems like, again, mixed signals, don't trade. See this light green background and red green background, both of them appear. Don't trade. The numbers up here are small, 2 and 1. 2 kind of indicates it's going to go up, and it did go up a little bit, but just a tiny little bit. This would be a day that you don't want to trade. Actually, I had those in the wrong place. Should have gone over here. And I'm sorry, these are all green. So this is all green. So this would have been, it's going to go up. And if you look, it did go up 21.25, and this went up to, like 21.5. So it did go up, but not very much. Anyways, sorry about that. Okay, next one is mixed signals, don't trade. It did go down. Numbers up here are 2 and 4. So 2 is the highest for going up, and 4 is not the highest for going down, but it did go down. Nonetheless, it's a mixed signal, don't trade. Next day, see down here, it's all greens. Numbers up here are 2, which is the highest, and 1, which is like the lowest. 0 would be lower. So this says it's going to go up, so you do a long, and it did go up, right? It went up to like 20.5 and started at 19.5, so you'd have made $1 out of 30. I'm sorry, out of 20. So that would have been 5%. That would have been good. Well, anyways, I think you see what's going on here. This is, the data here says red, so it's going to go down. It went down. I think this is a really good stock, a really good ETF. Everything seems to line up really good, and I guess that's it. We'll have to keep on looking at these ETFs.